Polish team will not be progressing to the last 16. The hosts have already booked their spot in the next phase for a 4th year in a row. They are ever present in this competition and former winners, of course. They haven't had things all their own way so far, but they'll be hoping to end on a high. This is what game day 14 looks like in Group B. There is still a little bit of an issue to sort out. Texas Bandirma, who are still not secure in terms of progression to the next phase. They are secure, rather. San Pablo Burgos, the Spanish team, could perhaps slip out today. They're currently in 3rd place. Rasta Vector are the team currently in 5th, the German side, who could sneak into the top 4. This is what the table looks like at the moment. The standings show that the top 4 as it is almost certain, although, as I mentioned, San Pablo could slip out if they lose today, and Rasta Vector could be the team to profit. Texas Bandirma, because of their head-to-head record, will be in that top 4 come the end of this game, and the game that they're involved in as well. So they have secured progress to the next stage. So there are still some issues to be resolved here in Group B, although not involving these two teams. They know exactly what's going to happen. Anwil Wloclawek, the Polish side, come here looking for only their 2nd win on the road. And Igor Milicic has got the following players to choose from this evening. Ricky Lado, who wears number 1, is a key player for them. He's featured in all 13 games so far, averaging over 16 points, averaging over 30 minutes on court as well. Vital contributor for them. Roland Fleimanis has been key of late. 17 points for him in the home defeat to Texas Bandirma last week. But it's a relatively small roster for Anwil to pick from, and this is the AEK roster. Jonas Mashulis, along with Marcus Slaughter, have played every game so far in the regular season for AEK in the Basketball Champions League. Vlado Jankovic has played fewer games but made an impact in the win over Rasta Vector last week, scoring 14 points in total as their key man on that day. The Anwil Wloclawek players just being introduced onto the court at the moment. Playing in the Basketball Champions League for the 2nd time in their history. They were involved, of course, last season, having not featured in the first 2 editions of the Basketball Champions League. They went out at this stage as well. They won just 4 of their 14 regular season games and finished 7th in their group. This season they have gone one better already, with 5 wins out of 13 so far. Just 1 win from 6, as I mentioned, on the road. That was against Texas Bandirma on game day 6 back in November. So they'll be hoping to end with an away win and to finish the regular season with a respectable 6-8 record. And certainly, if they can beat a former winner of this competition at home, and that would be quite the prize to take away from this appearance in the Basketball Champions League. A couple of minutes away from getting started here then. AEK have not had things all their own way in the regular season, as I mentioned. 8 wins and 5 defeats so far. They've lost 2 of their 6 home games. Texas Bandirma and Rasta Vector coming here and getting victories. 4 wins and 3 defeats on the road for them. One of those away wins came in the victory over Anwil in Poland, 79-77. It was a thrilling contest, that one. A really tight game. And if they were to lose today, AEK, it would be their joint worst performance in a regular season in this competition. They have an outstanding record in the previous editions of the Basketball Champions League. So a tough task for the Polish side. Anwil Wloclawek will be looking to defeat the former champions. AEK have never failed to get out of the group stage, go beyond the regular season. First season they finished second in their group, made it to the last 16 before defeat to Monaco. And of course the following season they finished third in the group and went on to win the title, beating Monaco in the final. And last year, once again, getting out of the group phase with an outstanding regular season record. 12-2 is how they finished it. Top of their group, but they lost to Borussia Bamberg, German side, in the quarter-finals. But playoffs, the minimum achievement in each of the previous 3 editions, and it's going to be the same again for the Greek side. Refereeing team for tonight's game. It's one of the games that doesn't have anything riding on it as such. Both teams playing for pride, of course, and position in the case of Anwil Wloclawek. Wloclawek city in central Poland, of course, and this is their starting 5. Chris Dow and Ricky Lado in there, Salima, Karolak and Sean Jones making up the starting 5 for the hosts, for the visitors I should say. Igor Milicic, the head coach, looking to guide them to a 6th win in the Basketball Champions League this season. It'll be their 10th victory in total if they are able to come out on top. Starting 5 here for AEK: Kendrick Ray, Vlado Jankovic, who was so impressive last week, Christopoulos, Zisis and Jirai Grant also in that starting 5 for tonight's hosts, who perhaps surprisingly have lost a couple of home games in the regular season, but they've done enough. They have experience in this competition now. And Ilias Papatheodorou certainly knows how to get his teams beyond this stage. And the experienced head coach now took over in 2019 after leaving PAOK, and in charge of the Greek youth team as well. National team, that is. We are just about ready to get underway. The last game day in Group B. It is the final day of the regular season. 2 of the groups were finished yesterday, Groups C and D have been completed. Eren Nymburk winning Group C and Casademón Zaragoza winning Group D. A couple of Spanish teams through, along with Zaragoza. Tenerife managed to make it through, their former winners as well. Nizhny Novgorod, Peristeri Windmasters of Greece are also into the last 16. Dijon and Besiktas joining Telekom Baskets Bonn. And Zaragoza from Group D. 3 teams confirmed from this group and 3 teams confirmed from Group A as well. Turk Telekom, Dinamo Sassari and Filo Ostenda, as well as Hapoel, AEK and Texud Bandirma. So there are 2 places up for grabs as the final game day of the Basketball Champions League gets underway. As Anwil and AEK battle it out here in Athens, and Anwil Wloclawek, the Polish team, off to a great start. The first score of the game, 2 points on the board straight away for Sean Jones. Making the alley-oop there. Great play from the Polish team to get things going here in Athens. And just the kind of energy and intensity they'll want to keep up throughout this game. Zizis just stepping out of bounds there. And here's the pass, an outstanding Elliott pass from Chris Dow, and Sean Jones making no mistake. And there's another one, and it almost happened again. Almost a carbon copy. And Ricky Lado was on the end of it this time, it couldn't finish. Mike looking to get their first points on the board here. The bounce pass into Grant has just about reached him, but he can't put it away. Chris Dow will come away with it for Anwil Wloclawek. Karolak puts up the shot. I think he felt that he was fouled. The officials not in agreement there. Chance for the first three-pointer of the night. Knocked down by Chryssikopoulos. And AEK take a one-point lead. Lead now for the first time in the game. Ricky Lado has drawn the foul here. Sean Jones. Karolak has gone for the three and knocked it down. Jakub Karolak. And the first three-pointer for the Polish team. 2 minutes in, both teams have a three-point score already. As AEK look to respond with another of their own. A missed three-point attempt from Kendrick Ray. This is Zizis, lovely pass to Grant, who puts it away with ease. Jerai Grant up and running for the night, his first 2 points of the game. AEK and Anwil again, the foul drawn. It's Kendrick Ray who's been penalised this time. First trip to the foul line for Chris Dow. Making just 1 from 2, missed the second. Pass into Grant, and now the three-point attempt is good. Kendrick Ray. Second three-pointer of the night for the hosts. First points of the evening for Kendrick Ray. Karolak. Lost it briefly there, time almost up. Karolak's going to have to go for this himself. Steps back for the two, misses, and now AEK looking to break quickly initially, and then slowed down by Grant. Kendrick Ray comes to nothing in the end. AEK still have a 2-point lead with 3.5 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Papadeodoru, former PAOK coach. It's Chris Dow. Salima. Dow again. Lado back to Dow. 5 on the shot clock. Jones gets it. 2-pointer from Jones. Doubles his tally for the evening. 2 from 2 from the field for him, 4 points on the board. Tied game at 8 apiece. As Anwil turn it over, this is Karolak looking to go through alone, draws the foul. Nicely done. Two from 2 from the line for Jakub Karolak. As AEK look to respond again, it's another three-pointer. Nikos Izis, the third player to knock down a three in this first quarter for AEK, who lead by 1, 11 points to 10. Response coming here from Anwil, their three-point attempt missed by Karolak. Here's Ray. Zizis, and now Grant. And the layup is good. Nicely put away by Chrysikopoulos. Three-point advantage here as Anwil look to cancel that out with the three-point attempt. Rebound well claimed, and it's put away. Jones again. Strong offensive rebounding from Sean Jones. He makes the layup. Make it a one-point game again. 6 points for him now. A pretty even start to the contest here. It's a one-point game still. Another rebound from Sean Jones. Defensive one this time as the three-point shot goes up. It's no good. Jankovic claiming it. Turned over. Great work by Sean Jones again, and this looks like it should be 2 for Anwil. Have they wasted the opportunity? Foul drawn. Zizis protests. Ricky Ledo making the layup and drawing the foul. And he'll go to the line for the extra. First timeout called. AEK Athens are a little frustrated perhaps at the opportunities they've missed so far.
When we feed the post, the gap is here, gentlemen. When they feed the post, don't try to set a screen. Go over there. Here's the gap. Here's the empty area. Okay. How often, guys? Watch out the press and the zone. Maybe they will play zone. If they play zone, we run shoulder for Kenny. Shoulder for Kenny. Okay. Our offense is two side one. Our offense, two side one. Two side one. Okay. Let's go.
So Ricky Lado, having made the layup and drawn the foul, will take this free throw, looking to extend the advantage here to 2 points, and that's exactly what he does. Three points for him. 2-point lead for the visiting team. And the pass does find its target. Moving the ball around quickly here. Ike needs to get a shot away. More frustration and more missed opportunities for Ike. They just haven't quite settled into their usual rhythm just yet. Marcus Slaughter is on court now. The player has been involved in every game in this season's competition so far, along with Jonas Mashulis, another one who was brought on after that timeout. They'll have turned to Mackenzie Moore as well. So wearing number 94. Pass out for the three-point attempts. It's no good. Here is Mackenzie Moore. Travelling is the call. Ricky Lado. Mackenzie Moore penalised this time. First foul of the game from the Polish team. Anwil Wloclawek are going to have a better regular season record than they had in the 2018-19 season. They won just 4 of their regular season games and finished 7th. They've already won 5, hoping to make it 6 this evening as Ike miss another opportunity. Eight minutes gone. The three-point attempt is good. Nothing but net from Shevchik. Szymon Shevchik with an instant impact. It's a 5-point lead for Anwil. Looking to respond here, Ike, and once again it's come to nothing. Sean Jones eventually claiming the rebound. Ricky Lado with a bounce pass! Thrown down by Jones. And the Poles really starting to motor now. Have a 7-point lead. Excellent first quarter. There's still a minute of it to go. And Ike needed that in response. And Shoeless, of course, from the corner. Such an important player for this Ike team. 4th three-pointer from the Greeks. Here's Mackenzie Moore. Going to go it alone. Gets a second attempt. Can't get that to go. Giannopoulos leaving it for Kendrick Ray. Nikos Zizis out to the corner, another three-point attempt, another one drops. 5 threes for Ike in this first quarter. Mashulis again, and just like that, he has restored Ike's position in this game. Hasn't taken him long to have the kind of impact that he always expects to have Time almost up in this first quarter, and very quickly this game has gone from being very much Anwil so far to being a pretty even contest. Great fight back, in particular from Jonas Maciulis. Those 2 3-pointers getting his team to within 1 at the end of the first. Anwil lead by 20 points to 19. Well, 20 points to 13 with about a minute or so remaining. Looked as though Anwil were going to have a decent-sized lead coming into the second quarter, but Jonas Maciulis has ensured that he leads his side into the second quarter with just a point between them. They're looking to get themselves in front here. They foul from Salima. And a trip to the foul line for Marcus Slaughter. Well, just 1 from 2 made from Slaughter, but it does tie the game. Well, the key game in this group this evening is the one between San Pablo Burgos and Rasta Vector. Winner of that, essentially. Have passage to the playoffs as AEK continue on this upward trajectory. And Maciulis, who has 8 points now following those back-to-back threes in the first quarter. Crucially, those 8 points have put his team from 7 points down to 2 points up. Scored 8 of the last 9 points for AEK. Helped turn things Long two is missed. Loose ball there for a moment. Nicely gathered up. And a three-point attempt this time, and it's good. And Anwil take the lead. Another three-pointer. Vadovsky. He wasn't involved at all in the first quarter, coming on and making an impact. It's the foul by Mackenzie Moore. Anwil up by one. And the decision goes the way of the visiting team. You just get the impression that AEK aren't quite on their game just yet. So Sevcik charged with these free throws. Makes the first one. Makes 2 out of 2 there. Sevcik. Anwil have a three-point lead. And from the corner, three-point attempt, no good. Three-point shooting's been pretty much exceptional from Mashulis, but he did miss that one, and could have paid the price with one at the other end. Turned over. And here come Anwil once more. Mackenzie Moore looking to lay it up and in, can't get it to go. And the decision goes against the Poles. Three steals to one in Anvil's favour so far in this game. A great pass. Oh, good rejection as well. And here come Anwil once more. Three-point attempt, no good. And foul's been called. So Mashulis has been penalised. Salima going to ground. There is Salima, lovely turn. A spin and layup, effective. Anwil have opened up a 5-point lead again. It's the second time in this game that they've just gone on a bit of a roll and open up a bit of an advantage. Anwil Wloclawek 27-22 in front as things stand. They will be pretty pleased with the way this second quarter is playing out so far. Timeout's been called by the visiting team, who are up by 5. 27-22.
You're gonna spring here on top, and don't use your dribble. Ricky got it. And look, Ricky, you don't get lobbed. Run through. Listen, he's gonna come. First guy gonna slip, and don't use your dribble. On the second guy, Shimon gonna set the screen, and he will pop. So penetrate. It's gonna be Ricky in the corner, Sully here, and this here.
So there's a 5-point difference. A long way to go in this game, and Anwil will be pretty happy with the way things are shaping up at the moment. And Shevchik just trying to bundle his way through. Ended up just kind of losing control, stumbling and falling. Trying to draw the foul, I think, but no success. Mario Chalmers. Get it back again here. Pass into the corner. 3-point attempt. Good. Another 3-pointer for AEK. It's been 3-point shooting all the way. Wloclawek. Cutting the gap to just 2 points. As Anwil look to respond, and respond they do. Ricky later knocking one down from distance. 6 points for him. And another 3-point attempt at the other end. It's now raining threes in Athens. Mario Chalmers off the mark. Anything you can do. Here come Anwil again. Oh, the follow! Thrown down by Sean Jones. Big dunk from the big man. On hand to finish this off. Double digits for him. 10.6 rebounds. He's on for a good score tonight. And a good overall stat pack. If he can keep this level up, as AEK looked to respond and failed to do so, and the foul is called. There's the dunk from Sean Jones again. Now has 7 rebounds. And 10 points double-double is going to be guaranteed if he spends much more time on the court tonight. Five from the field as well for Sean Jones. Imperious form from the big man. There's Ricky Lado. Oh, he's knocked it down. It's another 3-pointer. It's a 7-point lead again for Anwil, but every time they start to pull away, AEK find a way themselves to close in. 31-35, another 3-pointer. Wloclawek sitting his second three. And they'll look to move in and get closer again. Eventually the foul is called. And Ricky Lado penalised. A chance to close the gap once more. 4 points as it stands. Kalamanakis making no mistake with his first free throw. So a 2-point game. 3-point shooting has been good for both teams. 8 from 14 for AEK. 5 from 12 for Anwil. They do still lead here by 2 points. 3 minutes to go in the first half. And they hold on to their advantage. Salima going to twist and turn his way to make the layup, which he does. AEK looking to respond again. It's a long two. Kendrick Ray now has 5 points, keeping Anwil on their toes. There have just been moments in the game where Anwil have started to pull away. It's the 3-point shooting that seems to have kept AEK in close contact. In the first quarter, there was a 7-point lead for Anwil. Then Mashulis hit those back-to-back threes, and he's just handed the pass off here. Kalamanakis has drawn the foul again. If we can make these two, it would tie the game once more. And a similar story, really, to the first quarter. Anwil getting themselves into a lead, 7 points clear. They were 35-28. Now all of a sudden it looks like it might be 37 each, although the second free throw is missed, so Anwil do still have their lead. It's another rebound for Sean Jones. 16 rebounds in total for the team. 8 of those have been claimed by Jones. He has 10 points as well. Here's Salima. He's just about managed to get the pass away. Into the corner for Salima to get it away on time, but unsuccessfully. .90 seconds left in the first half. Nicely claimed and laid up and in off the glass. Outstanding from Wloclawek. He's had a couple of big three-pointers as well. But that too has given AEK the lead for the first time in a long time. Lays it up brilliantly. And the timeout is called. Home team up by 1, 38-37.
Ricky, from here, open up. Get it like on a little bit further. And Sean, you set this screen. And then you're going to look for Kuba to make a screen. Shimon is coming back. Chris set the screen for Shimon. If there is nothing, Kuba is not there. He holds the ball. If he didn't give layup for Shimon, hold the ball. Sean. Shimon, go back here. Kuba, spread the floor. Chris here. You hold the ball. Sean. Corner pick. Ricky, go. Here you go.
So just over a minute left here in this first half, and terrific play on the break here. AEK have knocked down yet another three. It's another blow to Anwil and suddenly a 4-point advantage. A steal from Chalmers. And a three-pointer from Kaklamanakis as Anwil look to respond, but it's a missed opportunity. Another three-point attempt, and this one drops as well. Kendrick Ray and AEK are flying. Second three of the night for Ray. And suddenly it's the Greek team who have a 7-point lead. They were 7 points down at one stage in this second quarter. Anwil will want to put something on the board before the buzzer goes for half-time. Foul has been called. Kendrick Ray, the man penalised. Sean Jones drawing the foul. Less than a second on the clock in this first half. 7 points the difference. Seemed to creep up on AEK. You always had that feeling that they could burst into life at any stage, and just the last couple of minutes have shown what they're all about, what they're capable of. Anwil Wloclawek will be bitterly disappointed. They do add 1 point to the tally, but that is the half-time buzzer. 6 points the difference. AEK trailed for much of that first half, but started to find their rhythm in the closing stages and find themselves in front at the halfway point, 44-38. It is the Greeks who are going through to the next round who lead at half-time. Well, despite the very promising signs shown by Anwil in that first half, they do find themselves a little behind with a bit of work to do in the second half. By no means out of it, but it's the manner in which AEK have stormed into the lead in the closing stages that will be a frustration for Anwil. Sean Jones has been their standout player, 11 points so far, 5 from 5 from the field. He's got 8 rebounds as well. So closing in on a double-double. For Igor Milicic's team, 11 points for Wloclawek as well for AEK. He's hit 3 from 4 from distance in the first half. He's hit 3 of the 10 three-pointers scored by AEK in the first period. 10 from 17 attempts, 58.8%, which is pretty decent stat for the first half three-point shooting from the host. It is what has kept them in touch for most of the half and what has got them into the lead at the halfway stage. Really starting to motor in those last couple of minutes, AEK, and they'll be looking to end their regular season with a win as they prepare for the playoffs. They do lead by 6 at the halfway stage. AEK 44, Anwil 38. We will be back shortly for the second half.
Besiktas with an opportunity here to take the lead at halftime. McKissick flies in. Oh my goodness, quite possibly for the play of the half. Dunks it in, and we see the real Shaquille McKissick.
Angola now skips it to Sealer. Sealer, little crossover, little step back. Oh, wonderful handle by the big man. My goodness me, and both teams have opened the game exactly the same way with a statement of intent. Two big dunks on either end.
Rangers pass. Well, they give up the baseline, and Sidness goes in. He gets rejected by Pearl. Pearl defensively tonight has a couple of swats, and that one was right out of the top drawer.
One-handed pass into the corner. Can't get it to go, but a big time throwdown by Dalton. Hayden Dalton.
Benite goes in and gets the rebound. Oh, goes behind his back. He puts it up. Are you kidding me? Vitor Benite is exceptional tonight. He is just making almost everything that he throws up. Look at this.
Foul called. Crosses over. Signal behind the back pass. Oh, what a play. Jorman Bartolo, that is just B-E-A beautiful. Roten left hand with a crushing dunk all over Hapoel Jerusalem right there. Just out of nothing, he took off and threw it down. Tony Roten. Now he goes off the dribble, and Terry with a big swat. Just throws it back in Simpson's face. Can they get the three? Just shot. Oh my goodness! Emmanuel Terry is taking this game over. That's awesome.
4 seconds left, the three-pointer to win it, yes! Tyler Stone! It's not over yet. Drives inside, oh my word, Chris Dow. That is special. That is really special from Chris Dow.
Well, welcome back to Athens on the final day of the regular season in the Basketball Champions League, game day 14 in the group phase. And as far as the playoffs are concerned, these two teams, Anwil of Poland and the hosts AEK, know their fate. AEK will be in the playoffs once again, as they have been in each of the previous 3 seasons. They are former winners, of course, as well, and they really went on a bit of a surging run towards the end of that second quarter to get themselves in front. They have a 6-point lead going into the second half 44 points to 38. Anvil twice holding a 7-point lead over their opponents in the first half, but they'll be a little disappointed to find themselves chasing. And Wloclawek in your picture at the moment, one of those players who came on and made a big impact. Look at that, 3 from 4. His 3-point attempts certainly helped turn the tide in the Greek team's favour. They hit 10 3-pointers in the first half from 17 attempts. Pretty solid 3-point shooting from them. It has been the difference, really. Just 5 from 15 attempts for the visiting team. We've got Sean Jones to thank for the fact that they were ahead for much of the first half. 8 rebounds and 11 points, closing in on a double-double. Well, they are going to have to improve their long-range shooting and maybe just their overall management of the game. Twice getting themselves into really good positions. Once in the first quarter where they went up 20 points to 13 and then just were hit with a couple of back-to-back 3-pointers from Giannis Mashulis, which helped the hosts close in on that gap. And then similar, really, in the second quarter when they found themselves edging ahead. Suddenly there were 3 3-pointers hit by Wloclawek, who helped to turn things the way of the Greek team. So they lead by 6, AEK, going into the second half here. Anvil will not be in the playoffs. It is their second ever appearance in the Basketball Champions League. Last season they picked up a total of 4 wins from their 14 regular season games. They've bettered that already. They've won 5 of their 13 so far, looking to make it 6 in total. But it is going to require a big effort from them in the second half here. And there's a man that's made the main difference for Anvil. 11 points, 8 rebounds. He's got 1 from 2 from the foul line, but 5 from 5 from the field. And 6 of those rebounds are defensive rebounds, a couple of offensive rebounds as well. And he's going to have to maintain that kind of level. If Anvil are to turn things around here in the second half. Expectant AEK supporters. And the action will resume pretty shortly. There's Adam Piontek in picture at the moment at the back of the queue, if you like. He's not featured so far in the game for Anvil. Coach's decision not to play him or Bednarek so far. Igor Milicic has played just 8 different players. And Ricky Ledo has played the full 20 minutes for the visiting team. 9 points for him. They are relying rather heavily on Sean Jones at the moment. He's going to have to put in a big performance in the second half. Contribution a little more spread out by the hosts. Only Wloclawek has double digits point scoring wise, but Mashulis and Kendrick Ray have made important contributions, a couple of 3-pointers each for them. But this game's still in the balance. AEK are looking for their 9th win in the regular season. Nowhere near as impressive as their 12-2 regular season record last year. And if they did win this game, they'd finish the regular season with a 9-5 record. which would be the same as their first ever appearance in the Basketball Champions League when they finished second in their group and then eventually made the last 16 through the qualifying playoff. They eventually lost to Monaco in the last 16. Their worst regular season record actually was 2017-18, 8-6. They finished third in their group, but they did go on to win the title, beating Monaco in the final. So Anfield have added a point to the overall scoreboard to make it a 5-point game at the start of this third quarter. The pass thrown up and the missed alley-oop opportunity there for Wloclawek. Here's Ricky Ledo. Chris Dow drawing the foul. Great opportunity here. Wloclawek will feel he should have done better. Hands on his head afterwards, he knows. Ricky Ledo penalised this time. Offensive foul. There's the shove. So that one won't count. Looking for a way through, and layup attempted but missed. Wloclawek just can't seem to get going in this second half. A couple of opportunities missed by him. Fortunately for him so far, Anvil haven't taken advantage. Wloclawek is now going to be penalised. Foul drawn by Chris Dow. Both free throws knocked down by Chris Dow. First 3 points for him tonight have all been free throws. He does have 4 assists. Wloclawek goes for the 3, can't get it to go. Can't get anything to go at the moment in this second half. Mashulis with the pass to Zizis. Grant, Mashulis, he can hit them from distance and hits that one. Third 3 of the night for Jonas Mashulis. A 6-point lead at the moment for Anvil as the officials halt play. Jump ball situation. Second time in this third quarter there's been a scramble for possession. Jones. Dow looking for a way through. That's brilliant from Chris Dow, and the layup is excellent as well. Finally gets one to count. First points from the field, 5 points overall. 4-point gap. Slight improvement for Anwil from half-time as the foul is drawn again. Salima the guilty party this time. Chance for the three-point attempt. It's good. It's another three to add to the collection for AEK, who move on to 50 points and have a 7-point advantage. Wloclawek, who was frustrated earlier in the quarter, has his 4th of the game as Grant knocks down an uncontested dunk to open up the lead to 9. Biggest lead of the game so far. Zizis providing the breakaway here and providing the assist for Wloclawek to knock down the 3 prior to that. Timeout called. AEK now with a 7-point advantage, 50 points to 43.
Try to find a short one, but first play is 13. Yes, also you have to, like, when he trap on here, swing the ball and we have advantage. Now, listen, 13, Ricky. When Suli gets the ball, make a fake up and go down. Okay? And Suli, Sean gonna get you back. You come here and then make a back screen. Like after the pass to him, you go in the middle of the paint. He gonna go this way, and when he coming back, you can set a back screen. Set a back screen for Suli. Okay? Hey, if we don't have this pass, just spread the floor and you play back to back. Say something one time.
So 7 points the difference. Once again, the 3-point shooting, very effective for AEK. 12 from 20, now their 3-point record. So solid 60% success rate. So 9-point lead, in fact, 52 to 43 with the dunk from Grant right before the timeout was called. AEK just seemingly in the ascendancy at the moment. Into the corner. Mashulis can hit these, doesn't hit it this time though. Foul drawn. Mashulis clearly doesn't agree. He feels he was able to get to the ball. It's a tough call from the officials. Certainly looks like a foul from that angle. I understand why they've given it that way. He felt he had a clean play on the ball. Mashulis has been replaced by Wloclawek. Salima. Nice spin, finish not quite there, then Salima trying to claim the rebound. Anwil just lacking that little bit of cutting edge at the moment. Lido with the offensive foul there. Just raising his arms as you saw in the replay. Second foul. And again, And they'll come away with nothing. They could be punished here. The danger is always that there might be a three-point attempt at the end of every play. 12 that they've hit so far have certainly done some damage. Three-point attempt now. It's good. Knocked down with ease by Chrysikopoulos. It's his second three of the game. And I now have a 12-point lead. Things looking very, very good indeed for the hosts as they go in search of their ninth win in the regular season. Dow. Biggest lead of the game. Anvil have had a 7-point lead on 2 occasions. Once in the first quarter, once in the second. They have turned this over though. And should be no problem making the 2 here. It's nicely worked, Mackenzie Moore with the finish. First point of the game for him. Past the halfway point in the third quarter now. The next few minutes are going to be crucial. It remains to be seen whether Anvil are still in with a chance of challenging at the end of this third quarter. So another foul here. A trip to the line. Wloclawek has got 14 points already. Missed a couple early on in this third quarter, but has been pretty clinical with his three-point shooting. He's missed another free throw though. Let's make the second. It's Chris Dow. Suddenly Ike look a lot more solid, a lot more compact, and just more dangerous as well, offensively. Defense has been a little more aggressive from them in this second half so far. It seems to be paying off. Chance for another three-pointer. It's no good. Chrysikopoulos missing. First attempt from the field that he's missed. 3 from 4 so far, 8 points. This is going to be a trip to the line for Sean Jones after drawing that foul. He's already got his double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds. So a 9-point lead. Sean Jones averaging 9.6 points and 6.8 rebounds in the Basketball Champions League this season coming into the game. "14 points, 11 rebounds so far, no assists yet. And the average is just over 1 a game. Zizis having drawn the foul, shooting from the foul line. Makes the first. And the second as well. 5 points for him, 11-point lead restored. Terrific rejection there from Marcus Slaughter. One of the ever-presents for AEK, the Basketball Champions League this season, and there was just no way Mackenzie Moore was getting past there. It's a great block. And Jones has just added another 2 to his tally, making the layup to take his personal tally to 16. It's been a good night for him so far. 3-point attempt at the other end, no, and once again Anwil are punished. Chrysikopoulos knocking down his third 3 of the game, taking his points tally into double digits, 11 for him. Oh, it's a great response. Mackenzie Moore getting in on the act. Anwil are making sure that they stay in touch here. Still over 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter, 9 points the difference. Floated up, missed. And again. This time it comes to nothing for AEK. This is where Anwil have to take advantage, and their opponents fail to score. It's Mackenzie Moore again. Slaughter's third foul of the game. Another trip to the line, this time for Mackenzie Moore. The 27-year-old American. Featuring in the Basketball Champions League for the first time this season. So back to a 7-point game, which is what it was at the halfway stage. Anwil have done well to recover, because it did look as though they might be fading away a little bit in this third quarter. If they can close the gap between now and the end of the third, and we could be in for a fascinating conclusion. Here is Mackenzie Moore again. Steps back for the long 2, can't get it to go. The rebound Easily claimed by Ray. Mario Chalmers. He couldn't get the pass away the way he intended. (61-54). Seven points the difference, just as it was at the halfway stage. More frustration here for Anvil. It's been a little stop-start. Quite a few little niggly fouls. Travelling called against Mackenzie Moore in that last act, and the technical foul has resulted in that free throw, which AEK have taken advantage of. And that was the reason for the technical. Kendrick Ray making the free throw, so it's an 8-point lead. We're into the final minute of the third quarter. Here's Kendrick Ray. Three-point attempt, no good. And it comes again, another three-point attempt, and once again it's been missed. Sean Jones, player penalised on that occasion. It's only his second personal foul. Really relied on him very heavily. 16 points and 12 rebounds. Jakovic missing the first of the two free throws, but making the second. So 9 points the difference. Can Anvil make the last few seconds here count? Another 4-second difference within the shot clock and the game clock as the visitors look to strike here with a three-point attempt. It's no good. And it is a foul. Mackenzie Moore again has been penalised. And there it is. So could well be a double-digit lead here for AEK going into the final quarter of the game. And that was the foul with a little over 4 seconds remaining. And there's going to be a couple of free throws here for Vlado Jankovic. A chance to secure a double-digit lead going into the final quarter of the game. Just about making that first one. Now makes the second as well. So 11 points the difference. Anwil have a couple of seconds here to try and make something happen. Dow didn't get the shot away in time, so that is the end of the third quarter. And things looking a little bit better now for AEK than they did at half-time even. 7 points the difference at the halfway stage. It's 11 now. And they have one 10-minute period to negotiate in order to secure their 9th win of the regular season in the Basketball Champions League. The former winners of this competition lead by 65 points to 54. So final quarter underway here in Athens. AEK leading Anwil by 65 points to 54. A missed alley-oop dunk at the start of the fourth quarter. Kendrick Ray will feel he should have made more of that. Can Anwil overturn the 11-point deficit here? They lost the reverse fixture by 2 points. Narrowly missing out on a home win. Pass goes astray. And eventually put up and missed. Jakob Karolak was back on court, having missed much of that third quarter. And nicely laid up, nicely finished. We do have the first points of the final period now. Chrysakopoulos has 13 points, and that is currently the difference between the two teams. Just 12 points in the paint for AEK, though. A lot of their point scoring has come from their long-range shooting. A 3-point record has dropped a little bit. Still over 50%, though, 14 from 27. Just 1 from 2 made. Oh, that's a super three-point attempt from the corner. Kendrick Ray knocks it down. Hasn't been firing on all cylinders, Kendrick Ray, as Karolak looks to respond. An uncontested three-point attempt from him. It's unsuccessful, and it's Ike's biggest lead of the game so far, now 15 points. Separating the two teams. The hosts look as though they're cruising now towards a victory, though there's still a long way to go. Christopoulos drawing the foul here. Open three for Kendrick Ray, can't get that one to go. Brilliantly followed and finished. Kaklemanakis. Makes it a 17-point game. 15 points each as far as second chance points go. And it's just not happening for Anvil in this fourth quarter so far. Offensive foul called. Chris Dow. Don't really have any complaints there. Nicely knocked down. Christopoulos. Making sure that AEK are really pulling away now. Timeout called. A 2-point hook shot. Makes it a 74-55 lead. Well, 19 points now, separating the two teams. AEK pulling away, showing why they, in the past, have gone all the way to win this tournament. They have that kind of mentality, champions mentality. Polish fans a good voice, though. They have been throughout the evening. Their team was certainly in contention for an awful lot of this game. Things just have not gone to plan in the fourth quarter so far. Just added 1 point to their tally since the start of the fourth. Lovely hooked pass, and the foul is drawn again. It's Chris Dow's foul. And Nikos Zizis. Another trip to the line. Anwil Wloclawek. A huge amount of work to do here. 20-point gap. What they needed is exactly what they haven't been able to get in the fourth quarter here, and that was a strong start. Instead, it has been all one-way traffic as foul is drawn this time. Chrysakopoulos has been penalised, so at least a trip to the foul line here. And it'll be 3 free throws to come as well. Just 2 from 3 made on that trip to the foul line. Minimal damage for AEK at this stage, who are just looking to hammer home the point here, building up that advantage. Seem to be in complete control at the moment. Great pass, it was almost the perfect play there. Anwil able to recover, and once again it's that man Sean Jones who's been able to claim the rebound. It's 13 rebounds for him now. Karolak can't get it to go. Jones with the rebound and the finish, and 2 more points for him. He's not missed yet from the field. 14 rebounds and 18 points, 7 from 7. Perfect performance. And seemingly not enough to get his team close to the hosts here, the former winners. It is a 16-point gap. Another 3-point attempt. They're just starting to miss some of these now, AEK, but they have already built up that lead. Another foul called. Jones did really well just to recover there. Backcourt violation looked as though it was about to manifest itself, and Jones has missed his first attempt from the field, ruining his perfect record. Needed to have a go, really. Anwil running out of time to turn things around here. It will be a chance of a 3-point play. Foul drawn by Zizis. He's quietly had a good game here. Nine assists for Nikos Zizis, and can make it 8 points now in total, which he does. Back to a 19-point game. There's 4 minutes to go. Mackenzie Moore drawing the foul here. Elias Papatheodorou will be pretty happy with the way things are playing out here. Won't want any complacency from his players at this stage of the game, but feel they have a pretty strong hold on it. It'll be their 5th home win out of 7 in the regular season. Zizis. Zikopoulos. Oh, given away. A turnover, and Mackenzie Moore will go uncontested and lay it up and in. Steal from Mackenzie Moore and 2 more points to his personal tally. 11 points from turnovers now for Anwil. Double digits for Mackenzie Moore, just 3 from 8 from the field, but has gradually grown into the contest. Jones. This is Ricky Ledo. And again, look to lay it up and does so. 14 points now for Ricky Ledo. It's not had his best game. It's 4 from 12 from the field for him, which is a little below average by his standards, but he has made a contribution. And it's now a 13-point game. Might take a timeout. They maybe just feel that they're letting their foot off the gas a little bit. They do still have great control in this game.
Press break first of all, and then if we have enough time, if they don't press us, we play motion for distance. You have the ball. If they have a press break, then just we run thumb, UCLA, or just stop pick and roll. Okay, just stop pick and roll. Okay. Lino, hey, guys.
Yeah. 13 points the difference then. Less than 3 minutes remaining. Barring a real remarkable turnaround, Ike should get the job done here. There's another turnover. Step back 3, no good. Still have possession here, Anwil. Still need a couple of three-pointers just to get things going again. If Mackenzie Moore had made that, it might just have made the home team feel a little uncomfortable. As it is, they can kill a few more precious seconds and maybe even add to their advantage again. And they get it to the corner for the three-point attempt. Mashulis has it. It is in the corner now. Wasn't the best pass. The shot is on time, but it's no good. Slaughter claims the rebound, though. Not aggressive enough. Their attempts to claim the defensive rebound there, Anwil. Time almost up again. Mashulis with time to measure the three-point attempt, which he knocks down with ease. Jonas Mashulis re-establishes a big 16-point lead for AEK. It is another timeout. Time very much against the visiting team now, who have a little over a minute and a half left to play in this season's Basketball Champions League.
Shimon, you setting this screen. Sean, be here. Ricky, sprint, and you have to dribble the ball. Igor, inbound the ball to Igor. Listen, inbound the ball to Igor. Ricky, wait. Igor, you inbound the ball, come back here. And then Igor gonna give you a handoff and Igor gonna curl. In a moment when they make a handoff, you start sprinting for screen, go, and low pass for Ricky, all right? Yep. If you don't...
Wadowski on court for Anwil. Time is almost up for the Poles. That is the end of their Basketball Champions League adventure once again. Second season in a row that they've taken part. Second season in a row that they have been eliminated at the group phase. But Sean Jones has put in a fine personal display this evening. Knocks down a three-pointer, his first of the game. He's got 8 from 9 from the field, 21 points and 14 rebounds. Fine display by him. But the difference is still 13 points. It has been turned over here as we enter the final minute of the fourth quarter. And nicely finished off there by Ricky Lado. He's got 16 points himself. Played almost the full 40 minutes later. Sean Jones has played well over half an hour as well. It's an 11-point lead now. It's a superb layup. Kendrick Ray. 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And now 14 points for him. He's level with Mashulis, also on 14. There's the alley-oop pass. Oh, it's superb! And Anwil have had their moments in this game, and that was one from Ricky Lado. Terrific assist from Mackenzie Moore as well. His third assist of the game. The handshakes have started. AEK are going to end their regular season with a win. The players let the clock run down. Technically, there is still about a second and a half remaining, because the 24-second violation was called. Players didn't quite appreciate there was a slight difference between the shot clock and the game clock, but that is the buzzer to signify the end of the game. It is an 11-point win for AEK on the night. 9th win of the regular season for the former champions, who will be in the last 16 once again. It's the 4th time in a row that they've secured their place in the playoffs. They knew that was the case coming into this game. There was never any danger of them falling out of the tournament. Anwil will have to try again next year. They've been beaten here tonight and were already eliminated. 83-72, the final score. Well, 11 points the difference in this game. Probably about a fair reflection of the contest. Anwil had a 7-point lead in both the first and second quarter. Looked pretty good for most of the first half. It was just a run towards the end of the second quarter that gave AEK a little bit of momentum and, more importantly, gave them the lead going into the second half. And they were just able to build on that, really, in the third and fourth quarter. And it was very much a team effort from then. Rog Kavopoulos with 15 points. Chrysakopoulos also getting 15. Mashulis with 14, along with Kendrick Gray also 14. So as you can see, it was a case of the points being shared really around the team. Lots of contributions. Vlado Jankovic with 11 rebounds. And Nikos Zizis deserves a mention as well. 8 points and 10 assists for him, missing out on a double-double. Only player in the game to pick up 10 assists tonight. Just 11 team assists in total for Anwil, in fact. But their star man was, without doubt, Sean Jones. Outstanding performance from him. 21 points and 14 rebounds in total. So a double-double for Sean Jones, who ends up on the losing side. His best game of the regular season in the Basketball Champions League. And Anwil unable to add to their one away victory in this season's competition, but they have an overall better record than they did in the 2018-19 campaign when they won just 4 of their 14 games. They won 5 this time. They would have hoped to have finished a little higher in the group table than they did last time. It will be a 6th place finish, I believe, for Anwil in the group this time around. Doesn't really make too much difference. They needed a couple more victories to get themselves into the playoffs. Top 4 from this group: AEK Athens, Hapoel Jerusalem. That is already confirmed. San Pablo have managed to secure their spot. And Bandırma of Turkey also in the knockout phase. Will be able to see those teams in action in the next part of the competition. Overall, a very satisfactory evening for AEK Athens, though, here in their home city. Getting the win that they wanted. Won 5 out of 7 at home, which maybe a little less than they would have hoped for when you consider their regular season record in the last campaign, a 12-2 record, but they did lose in the quarterfinals. They actually have a better record in the regular season this time, having won 9 than they did the year they went on to win the title. So quite often the regular season record doesn't necessarily tally up with what happens by the end of the playoffs in the Basketball Champions League. Certainly the Athenians found that out. Didn't have a particularly good regular season 2 years ago when they went on to win it. All that matters really is that you make it through to the group phase, and they knew they'd done that coming into this game. And they picked up their 9th win in the Basketball Champions League regular season with that victory over Anwil tonight. 83-72 the final score. Anwil will not be going on to the playoffs, but AEK Athens will be back in the last 16 for a 4th year in a row after that 11-point win over the Polish side tonight. Well, here is the group table as it stands at the moment. Not every game concluded just yet. Telenet Giants Antwerp and Hapoel Jerusalem still going. But this is confirmation of the top 4 teams. As I mentioned earlier, AEK Athens will probably finish second in the group behind Hapoel Jerusalem when that game is concluded. 10 and 3. Well, 10 and 4 record or 11 and 3 record, depending on how that game works out. But it's a good night for AEK Athens, and they are into the playoffs once again.
Nu moet ze aanbieden. Nu moet ze aanbieden.